The walls we build. Bryan Swanson.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and most especially guests. Thank you for coming again. Hopefully this evening will be entertaining. I'm going to take you on a walk through the journey of my life into the walls that I built personally. As I go through life, it seems like so many things have come along that have ended up building a wall. A wall that, for some reason, I've encapsulated myself with. And I'm not really sure when it began, but I think it was probably about 15 years ago or so. And I'm walking through life, and all of a sudden, I step on a rock, and I hurt my toe. And I'm like, oh, hurt my toe. I feel bad. There's no wall there. And I got a brick. And the brick is my hurt toe. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can get past this. My toe really hurts. I'm not really sure if I can actually move on. You know, I don't think I can. Let me go ahead and lay that brick down. A day, a month, a week, a year goes by. Something else happens. I lose a job. I change careers. I move from state to state. Something doesn't go my way. I run out of gas on the highway. How do I feel about that? Inside, this is terrible. You know what? Another brick. And slowly we're looking at a small wall. A wall I could still hop over. I could still make it through to the other side. But I have 2 bricks there already. And I'm going along in life and some other things happen. I get divorced. Well, that requires a couple more bricks, as you can imagine. And all of a sudden, I've got a line of bricks. I can still hop over that first line of bricks, but they're there, and they've begun. What happened is, when I started laying those bricks, I didn't take a conscious decision to toss them out. I decided to go ahead and put them down. And as I'm strolling through life, and things are going on, I'm growing, I'm changing, I begin to have more and more bricks that I can't throw out for whatever reason. Sometimes it's the smallest thing. Oh, that person cut me off in traffic. What were they thinking? Why didn't they just use their blinker? I don't understand. What's wrong with these people today? Why can't they just use their blinker and just go ahead and go on over? You know, if you're going to use your blinker and you want to come on over into my lane, what I'll do is I'll back up, no problem. And I'll let you roll on into that lane, but no, you don't want to use your blinker. So there you go, and it's like cutting me off, and I'm already frustrated because I'm a little bit late for work, and I'm already stressed out. I got bills to pay, I got stuff on my mind. Why aren't you up there in the front thinking about me? Could you please put on your blinker? You know what? It's another brick because of the way I handled it. The way that I looked at it. It became a brick in the part of my wall. I could have just gone, whatever. That guy needed to get somewhere, didn't want to put on his blinker. Hey, no problem. I understand. Sometimes I'm in a hurry as well, and I don't always use my blinker, and just let it roll off my back. But oh no, I had to go ahead and add another brick. And it's small little things like that that would begin to build my wall. And then all of a sudden my wall was waist high. Now I can still see the light, I can still see the horizon, I can still see success on the other side, the opportunity of life, if you will. But the wall continues to build. Something maybe my daughter said to me. I didn't feel too good about it. You know, she's young, she's a child, and all of a sudden I've got my feelings hurt. I thought I was the parent. Well, I don't know. I guess not. Apparently not, because that took a couple more bricks. Stack, 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 stack. And not only are these bricks raised, right, up to hip level, but now they're up to chest level. Right at the shoulder. So I still got my head over the top. I can still see life over there on the other side. I can still see everything. And I'm thinking, things are all right. I'm going to make it through. Opportunity is still over there. A couple more things happen in life. Yeah, I'm at work. Boss says something to me that I don't find professional. And that hurts my feelings. Why isn't he thinking about me? I'm really frustrated right now. Where is the compassion? I thought this guy was a professional and a manager. But no, this doesn't look like management or leadership to me at all. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. What is going on here? I don't understand. I'm just so frustrated. And then all of a sudden, the bricks are blocking my view. I can't see anymore. It's very distracting. When I can't see anymore, I can't see the opportunity. I can't see the life over the edge. And slowly what began to happen is the wall that I built up to the top to where I couldn't see, I began to do what any normal person would do. And I know what you're thinking. Grab a sledgehammer because it's right there. But oh no, not me. I didn't grab that sledgehammer and start breaking down those bricks, saying, you know what, get out of the way, bricks, here I come, life, I'm back at it, I'm all in the game. Nope, not me, I didn't do that. So I looked over here to my left and I said, hey, it looks like I could use a couple bricks over here. That's right, so I started building up the left-hand side of my wall. And it gets about eye level. And then you would think, with the sledgehammer being there, and people telling me and motivating me and telling me, hey, it's going to be all right. Things are going to work out. There are people in your life that are going to make you better. There are things in your life that are going to happen that are going to change. That wall is going to fall down eventually. That wall is going to collapse and crumble, and it is going to be dust. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to have a paradigm shift. Poof. It wasn't happening. Not at all. So I looked around and I said, hey, I might as well go to the brick store. I'm full of excuses. I walk down the road, I trip a little bit, I pick up some cement along the way, and we start cementing everything in, so now I got my right side built up. And I'm building it all up, full of excuses and different things that happen throughout the course of my life. And then, there I am. I've got one way out. I could begin to back out, right? Maybe I can see a little sunlight out there. Maybe I can see a little bit of life still breathing. But I stand steady inside my 3 corners and I look behind me and I said, looks like I need another wall there too. And if you begin to see what's happening here, is that I'm letting opportunity slip away by building all of these walls. I can't get out of life if I can't reach life. And I'm closing myself in. So that's right. I did not break down the wall. I began to build up the back side of the wall. And now I'm closed in. And you would think a smart person or somebody with a little bit of sense would say, look, this is enough. Let's go ahead and move forward. Let's knock down these walls. Let's get the right mindset and begin to attack. Begin to move forward again. But no, I stood steady. And I thought, hey, if I've already got these walls, I might as well build a top. Looks like there's no top here. I'm pretty good at construction. I can build a good top. No problem. And the excuses begin to layer. And then finally I've got a top. And I'm enclosed. All closed in. And if that wasn't good enough, more and more things were happening throughout my life. To where it seemed like it wasn't just like every year something would happen, or maybe once a month. All of a sudden it was maybe like every week. And then every week became something would happen every day. Something, little small things. Small things that you should just be able to, get over. It shouldn't bother you at all. And then it would become more like a couple of times, maybe every hour. So I started stacking bricks all inside because I can't get to the outside, and I've completely closed myself in at this point. I'm in a place where I can't move. I'm in a place where I can't see any light. I can't see any opportunity. The problem I am having is taking personal responsibility for my life. Taking the personal responsibility to move forward to the next stage. Or to take those little things that are happening and just sweep them off to the side or sweep them under the rug and move on with life. But oh no, if you're looking for somebody to hold a grudge, look no further. I'm your man. That's right. If you dropped something in front of me and you weren't thinking about me when you did it, I'm like really offended, okay? And that's a brick in my wall, okay? So, overall, I wasn't taking, and I'm still working on this. So this is not something of a story of, this happened in the past to me. This is currently the situation or the trajectory of my life, where I'm not taking enough personal responsibility to say, you know what, I need to take this little brick that was maybe a divorce that happened 12 years ago and say, okay, maybe I've thought about that enough for 12 years and put it off to the side. I don't know how much more I can think about it. There's no other ways to turn it, I'm telling you. I've thought about it every which way. Upside down, outside. Oh, you don't even want to know. Anyways. And it's the same thing with everything else. If a boss, a manager, talks to me wrong, well, does that mean I need to stack a brick? Or does that mean that I can do some self-reflection and I can look back and I can say, that person may be having a bad day. They may be having a tough situation in life that they're going through. I don't know what's going on in their home life. Maybe that's coming out in work because they don't have any other outlet. Maybe I need to be the bigger person. Maybe I need to look past and see what else is out there so that I don't close myself in, so that I don't close myself off to the rest of the world, which is exactly what I'm doing and have been doing for years. And it's very hard to begin to realize that and then take a personal responsibility, almost like you got to take it's like you're looking in the mirror and you got to kind of jab yourself like, hey, I don't want to say idiot, but that's what I'm thinking. Hey, come on, wake up, get real. It's okay. Now let it go, and move on, because you don't know. Not everything that's happening out there is not something specific to you. And that's very hard for me to accept. But in taking that responsibility and thinking about it and holding each one of those little breaks that are excuses or issues or things that are happening, I can look at them and I can say, does this really need to be here? Has this been here maybe long enough? If it has, maybe it's time to go ahead and move that brick off to the side. Maybe I need to dismantle that wall piece by piece and say, this one, I didn't know what was going on there. This over there, I'm not sure what was happening over here. This is completely ridiculous. I have no idea why this one was even here. And this one right down here that I put up a couple years ago is foolish. And move on from there. And bring down the walls so that I can begin to see what's out there again in life. Begin to see the opportunities. Begin to see the sunlight again. Begin to see the roses, or to smell the roses. It's probably a better phrase. Because right now, it's all closed in. And being here, talking in front of you, and everyone here, is an opportunity for me to get out of my shell. And everything that I've ever talked about before, I'll tell you a funny story, I'll tell you a dramatic story, I'll tell you something about management, I'll tell you something about sales, I'll tell you something about anything else. that doesn't have to do with my personal life. And so as you move forward and progress, sometimes it's about opening up to the world. It's about opening up to the people that are around you so that they can get to know you on a more personal level and maybe be able to help you on that journey. And sometimes people and mentors pop up when you least expect it. And those people can help you push through to the other side. When we have things happen to us in life, before we lay down that brick and even begin to start building that wall to shut ourselves in and close off the world, look at that brick and ask yourself, is this worth it? Is this worth it? It's Toastmasters.